Amazon fresh coffee.
But is it fresh enough for Jeff Bezos?
Welcome back to Whole Brain Coffee. Today we're taking a look at this Colombia Amazon fresh bag of coffee, 32 ounce, $16, quite a bargain.
So the method we're going to use for brewing this coffee is the Chemex because that is one of the best ways to test the actual fundamental flavor of a coffee bean. And we're going to be brewing this at about, I'd say 202 degrees Fahrenheit, good temperature for this kind of bean, this kind of roast.
Really the main reason of making it the way we're going to make it is because that is the exact same way that we would make it for Jeff Bezos.
Jeff, if you're watching this, we'll make you some coffee, so hit us up.
Yeah, give us a shout. We'll make a cup just like this for you.
We'll come over on your mega yacht. We'll go ahead and brew you a nice cup of coffee, Chemex. We'll make you the best cup of coffee you ever had.
With all that being said, just one thing left to do is brew this cup and give it a taste.
Let's get brewing.
We are all brewed up and ready to go. Before we get tasting, let's do a quick smell test.
All right, so these beans look really dark. If I remember correctly, it is a medium roast.
Medium roast.
Yes, correct. This is not a medium roast, actually. This is a medium dark to dark roast. I would actually just call it a regular dark roast. We can see that the beans have a very, very dark tincture here. And as far as the smell goes, not terribly promising. You do get a bit of nuttiness in there, a little bit of chocolate, but a lot of it smells kind of ashy, burnt, like charred.
The beans themselves look pretty bad. They're inconsistent. They don't look like they were evenly roasted.
They're brittle.
Yeah, they're brittle. They're all broken apart. You can see just random pieces of beans everywhere. So
Yeah.
I'd say the manufacturing process or the roasting rather,
Right.
is not at the highest level, to say the least. But the smell, it's not terrible.
It's not
not
awful,
terrible.
but it's not great compared to most, and I say most, not just other coffees as in a few select few, but most other coffees I've smelled.
But keep in mind the price,
This is true.
and let's see what the
All right.
actual
Right.
final product
This
smells like first.
This is what really counts right here. Cheers. Okay, we got some good bubbles out of the brewing process, which is nice. It still smells ashy after being brewed. Got the oils coming up to the surface.
Smells like nothing special, but could be okay. Probably not.
You know what's weird is actually there's this slightly bitter taste up front that's not very appealing, but you actually get a very promising note of chocolate and cinnamon graham cracker.
Yeah.
Then it descends right back into chaos and madness with this really horrible, putrid, ashy, acidic taste.
Right up front, you get like a bitter dark chocolate, which isn't my favorite tasting note, but it is a tasting note, and it is there. It gives it, makes it seem promising, right? But then on the back end, yeah, it's like you're just taking spoonfuls of ash out of like a barbecue grill or something,
Yeah.
or a fireplace.
You were spoon feeding yourself the ash
Yeah, you're
out of the
spoon-feeding.
barbecue grill.
Yeah.
You, instead of using the charcoal to make food, you are making the charcoal food, is what you were doing.
So it starts out promising, but ends in a very disappointing fashion.
Like a lot of movies nowadays. I can't really see this coffee being good for anyone except those who just want a cheap, efficient, get you out the door, get you woken up kind of product. Simultaneously, where that might even backfire though, is the fact that this isn't really a true medium roast. It's a dark roast, meaning there's less caffeine in the beans overall. A lighter roast will get you more caffeine yields because ultimately that caffeine is not heated out of the beans in the roasting process. So even still, is it really that great of a daily driver? I wouldn't say so. I'd say you could do a whole heck of a lot better for just a little bit more.
I would definitely not daily drive this. And to be fair, it did somewhat exceed my expectations. I expected
really?
it to just be just unpalatable.
Complete utter trash.
Which it's not utter trash. It's
Yeah.
just trash, you know?
It's not a flaming dumpster fire rolling
It's like
down a
a-
hill, but just a regular dumpster fire.
It's like,
Not
you know,
really.
it's more of a recycling bin than a like dumpster. You know what I'm saying?
It's slightly more appealing because it
Yeah.
doesn't have like all the random trash in it. It just has like the recyclables in it.
exactly
Like that kind of trash.
exactly.
I see.
So I definitely wouldn't do this as a daily driver. It does make some claims though. It claims that you deserve a great cup of coffee every day.
You do,
Which I agree with.
but just not this one.
Not this one. It says You know, we made our everyday coffee taste so great, which they didn't.
No, I don't think they
sort-
actually tasted it.
We source only the finest quality Arabica beans, which they don't.
And if they did, I'd be really sad because they completely charred these.
We expertly blend and roast them, timing the roasting precisely. I mean, they make a lot of claims here.
And honestly, I am inclined to believe that the roasting process is just to get as many lower quality beans out and about, bagged up, sold off as quickly and efficiently and as much at a low cost as possible.
Which is kind of the whole mantra of Amazon, isn't it?
In general, yes, it is. So why would you expect the coffee to really be any different?
To its credit, it did also arrive the very next day from when I ordered it.
Okay.
So delivery was very fast. Amazon's really good at that.
But it makes you question then, how many of these bags are sitting in some sort of facility and for how long? And is it really in an ideal temperature and storage condition to yield positive flavor and benefit to you, the consumer? Ultimately, this coffee wouldn't exactly say that this coffee is worthy of Bezos himself, nor do I think Bezos would actually genuinely drink this stuff, especially with the amount of money he has. He could certainly purchase much more refined coffee if he wanted to.
Kind of ironic. That leaves me with one final thought. If you were to make a cup of coffee for Bezos, and this was your one and only chance to impress this man, I don't know why you'd want to impress him, but if you did want to, maybe some kind of a job offer or something, right? Maybe an heir.
His personal barista.
Maybe application for heir or something.
Yeah. Dynastic successor.
Dynastic. What would you make for a man of that stature?
Well, I would definitely try to source a very high quality Panama Geisha coffee. We could also go with a volcanic soil grown Kona from Hawaii. We could go with a Tanzanian peaberry even. These are all great choices for generally higher cost specialty coffees.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We would probably not recommend this unless
We
you're...
would definitely not recommend this.
Okay, we would definitely not recommend it. Save your money, buy something else. And
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
Yes, so have you tried the Amazon Fresh coffee? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What'd you think of it? Leave a comment, let us know below. Additionally, please consider subscribing, helps us make more content like this.
If you still do want to buy this, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to their Amazon page where you will be able to purchase this for yourself. Also, we do have some alternatives to this coffee down in the description if you want something of a higher echelon. That about wraps it up. We implore you.
We beg of you, we desire greatly of you to please, for the sake of heaven and the sake of earth and the sake of all of the realms of possibilities that you yourself may find you in your life in, keep using your whole brain.